Measuring the length with footsteps. Measure the length of your classroom with the help of your foot. Record the length. Now ask 4 of your classmates to measure the same length with the help of their feet. Note down these measurements. Compare the 5 readings you get. Are they equal? The answer is no. Why? Because the foot length of each of you is different. Hence, foot length is not a reliable unit of length. Measuring the diameter of a spherical object. First, place 2 solid wooden blocks on the table. Then, place a spherical object in between them in such a way that it touches both the blocks. Adjust the position of the blocks so that the edge touching the spherical object become parallel to each other. Then, measure the distance between these inner edges by a meter scale. This distance is equal to the diameter of the spherical object. Measuring the length of a curved object or a line. The length of a curved line AB can be measured by using a thread. A thread is spread along the length of the curved line between the 2 endpoints A and B. This length of the thread is now measured by a ruler. It gives the length of the curved line AB. Measuring the diameter of a wire. Wind a wire tightly around a pencil with the turns touching each other. Suppose the wire makes 20 turns. Measure the length between the first and the 20th turn. Divide the length by 20 to get the diameter of the wire. If the thickness of 20 turns is 2 cm, diameter of the wire is equal to 2 divided by 20, which is equal to 0.1 cm. 5. Measuring the thickness of a rupee coin. Take 10 1-rupee coins. Place them one by one on top of the other. Measure the thickness of the stack. Divide the thickness by 10 to get the thickness of one coin. If the thickness of 10 coins is equal to 1 cm, thickness of one coin is equal to 1 divided by 10 cm, which is equal to 0.1 cm, which is equal to 1 millimeter. Measuring the area of an irregular surface, that is, a leaf, with a graph paper. Draw the outline of a leaf on a centimeter graph paper with the sharp pointed pencil. Count the number of squares completely or almost completely within the outline. Also count the number of incomplete squares, which are more than half inside the outline. Total the two numbers and it gives the area of the leaf in square centimeter, that is centimeter square. Number of full squares within the outline is equal to 28. Number of squares more than half or exactly half in size within the outline is equal to 12. Area is equal to 28 plus 12, which is equal to 40 centimeter square. Estimating time taken for common daily activities. In our daily activities, we do not always function according to the clocks. We may make estimations or approximations. For example, we may take 10 minutes to take our bath. It can also be 9 minutes or 11 minutes also. It may not be exactly 10 minutes. We can note the approximate time and the exact, that is actual time taken to complete the following daily activities and calculate the difference. Activities: 1. Time taken to brush your teeth. 2. Time taken to complete your breakfast. 3. Time taken to arrange your school bag. 4. Time taken to reach your school. 5. Time taken to finish your lunch. Approximate time. Actual time: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Any other activity can also be mentioned. Reading a 24-hour clock. The time given by a 24-hour clock is very useful for air or train schedule. It avoids any confusion to the passengers, as the same time is not repeated and no AM or PM is used. The time schedule is as follows: 00.00 hours to 12.00 hours, midnight to noon; 12.00 hours to 00.00 hours, noon to midnight. 00 hours means 12 o'clock at midnight. 12 hours mean 12 o'clock at noon. The time between 00.00 hours, that is midnight, to 12.00 hours, that is noon, is denoted by AM, antimeridian. The time between 12.00 hours, that is noon, to 00.00 hours, that is midnight, is denoted by PM, post-meridian. The time from the 24-hour clock can be converted to the 12-hour time by 21.20 hours is equal to 21.20 minus 12.00, which is equal to 9.20 night, or 9:20 p.m. 15.30 hours is equal to 15.30 minus 12.00, which is equal to 3.30 afternoon, or 3:30 p.m. 8.30 is equal to 8:30 a.m. morning. 11. Learning to count seconds approximately. Take a thin but strong string about 120 cm in length. On one end of the string, tie a stone and tie the other end to a nail fixed on a wall, so that the length of the string between the stone and the nail is 100 cm. Pull the stone to the left and release it gently. The stone will start oscillating. The time taken by the stone to move from A to C and back is approximately 2 seconds. It is the time period of the pendulum stone. Thus, if the stone executes 10 oscillations 20 times to move from A to C and back for a particular event, then it takes 20 seconds time for that particular event. Measuring the temperature of boiling water. Take a beaker and fill a little more than half of it with water. Let it boil. Dip the bulb of the laboratory thermometer in boiling water. The mercury rises in the capillary tube. When it stops rising, note down the temperature. The temperature indicated in the thermometer is the temperature of boiling water. Measuring the temperature of a human body with a clinical thermometer. Take a clinical thermometer in your hand and keep jerking it firmly till the mercury in the capillary tube falls below 35 degrees Celsius. Now place the bulb of the thermometer under the tongue and hold it for a minute. Now take it out and hold it horizontally in your hand and rotate it slowly. At a particular position, a magnified image of the mercury thread will be observed. The temperature can be read now. This will give your body temperature. Calculating the average pulse rate of the students of a class. Look for the radial artery on the wrist of your right hand towards the thumb. You will find your pulse. Each pulse represents one heartbeat. Count the number of heartbeats in 1 minute. Note down the pulse rate of all the students of your class. To find the average pulse rate, add the pulse rate of all the students and divide it by the total number of students in the class. Average is equal to sum of all the observations divided by total number of observation. Calculating average height of the students of a class. 1. Measure the height of all students in your class. 2. Now add all the values, that is, height of all the students. Divide the total height by the number of students and you will get the average height of the students in your class. 4. Find out which height is maximum and which one is minimum. This will give you the range of heights of the students of your class.